So as you can see, I'm getting to the back of the end of my sketchbook, and so I'm looking back over it and looking for things that I like that I've done in these pages. I like that soft mark and the soft line compared to those sort of hard lines. I like the texture in that one. I like the shapes in this one. I like that hard edge shape there. In this one I liked the combination of the photo with the abstract marks. In this one I like the build-up of layers to suggest an actual object, still life objects. I like the shapes in this one. This one I like this repeated sort of broken textured line and these soft marks over here on that page. I like the overlaying of sort of ghosting of drawing underneath, and I like the solid shapes in this one. I like how the collage is integrated into that composition there, and I like the shapes in this one and the build-up of layers and little chinks of strong colour. This one I like the texture and the drawing. And so on this page I want to try and bring together some of those things that I've seen in previous pages. And I don't want to overwork it, I want to keep it quite simple, for want of a better word. So I'm just sort of laying down some marks here, some textures, some broad brush marks, just covering up that white paper to see what I get first. And now I'm going to make a line and some accidental marks. And I want this to sort of look a little bit like a plant, so it suggests a still life object. Now I'm breaking into that and moving the paint around with the colour shaper, making that plant look more exciting and interesting by moving that paint through. Adding a bit of water just to spread the paint around. And on this side I want to create a shape, so I'm sort of blocking out an area here and making it quite a hard edge shape here. And just looking back again, what am I liking here? Some of the line work, the drawing I liked in that one, so I'm going to bring some of that in through here. Because underneath this is very sort of loose work, I'm going to make this a lot more intentional, so I'm building up a pattern and drawing, bringing in these lines, drawn lines. Okay, so I'm going to incorporate some collage now, build up an area that has different types of collage. So just using collage that has some of the colours that I've already got here, I'm just going to layer these up. Okay, quite like that line there. It sort of relates to the lines I've got on the right hand side and a little bit to the shape that I've got above it. So we'll use that. Okay, what do I like? Looking for things that I like in here. Put some thick paint in here so that I've got thick paint, opaque paint, and I've got that transparent paint at the top as well, and thin paint, so varying the type of paint. And by using the water I can soften some of those edges and just create some more marks in there so I can look through to the paint that's underneath. Scraping back and look through to the shape and the collage underneath too. Okay, to balance up this composition I need something heavier on that side, and I want to make the stem of this plant just a little bit skinnier. So bring some white over that and just mask some of that pencil. Okay, looking for ideas. What can I find in here? Okay, quite like those stripes, and I like that shape, the wiggly line, so let's bring in some stripes. So I want this section to be quite a busy section in contrast to the empty space, the large empty spaces that I've got in other parts of this. So now I will just build up this stripy section here. Integrate that yellow through and just soften those edges a bit. And bring in a line, and this is it up close, so that's the detail. So I've got a whole lot of different things happening here. I've got little shapes, big shapes, thick, thin paint, and now I want to bring in my letters, which I do like to incorporate in here. So these are the letters of my parents' names again, and they're upside down hanging onto that bottom, that black line there. So that's the detail of that, and that's the final painting. That was fun.